Hey YouTube family, how are you guys doing? It's a super rainy Saturday morning today, and I just got a little drop off from Amazon on my front step, and here it is. It's a totally unmarked guitar box, and this is how it came. This tiny little box, no extra box for padding, just, like this. So I don't have high hopes. However, the box isn't damaged too badly. A couple of dings and dents in it, but a little piercing on the side here. But other than that, it's not too bad. So, you know what this means. New guitar day, and it's time for another episode of you and me checking out gear in my basement. That's it. 4 pieces of tape. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me right now? This is a Jaymz Tele, as the title indicated, so no big surprise. We'll open it up and see how good it is, but look at how this is packaged. Alright, so just loose cable tied to elastic, flopping around on the headstock. We got a super thin bag covering the guitar, and literally, look at that. No foam. We got one little piece over here, not even glued in. One broken piece over here. One little piece over here, not glued in. It's an empty box. They put a guitar that you pay for with your hard-earned cash in an empty cardboard box. Now, for the same price, you could buy a West Creek style guitar. I don't care which one. They're pretty much the same price. And when you open it up, foam, totally encapsulated in foam, little place for the cable and whatever, and the guitar comes in a bag like this. I just took this out because this is a donation I'm doing for a young girl who needs a wheelchair van, so I'm going to be giving this one away. So that's why it's out, because I have to set it all up, so I was just checking it out. So yeah, this will be a good prize for their auction that they're having. But look at the difference. It's crazy. This is ridiculous. Jaymz, I don't know if you're like a real person or if that's just like the company name or what, but come on. Like, this is ridiculous. You got to do something. Like, this doesn't make sense. I would never have my name on a guitar and send it to a customer like this. All right, so you get online lessons with Jaymz. 80,000 song tabs, 3,000 lessons, 100 courses, 10,000 chords. Geez, 10,000 chords. Holy smokes, I only know like 8. Maybe I should take some lessons. What are the chances that this thing is like not damaged? Alright, well, they like their epoxy or whatever the heck this is. Man, it's thick. Alrighty. So, as you can see, this is a honey burst look. Kind of looks like a mahogany body. It's multiple pieces for sure. Maple neck. They could have used a piece without a knot in it. I mean, you don't feel it, but I don't like when my necks have a knot in it. That's a weak spot in a neck. Pretty chunky. It's a chunky neck. Feels like a 50s or 60s Tele neck. So the bridge is kind of weird in the sense that, I don't know if you can see, like, these saddles are almost maxed out with the screws here, and still they're tilting forward. You see that? The saddle's tilting down. And it's just because, oh, what? Oh, really? This is not string through? Come on. I hate when they cut corners like that. All right, so this has top load, of course. Looks like maybe some D'Addario strings, colored ball ends. And yeah, some nice abalone looking fret markers. The frets are pretty gritty. You can hear it. Sounds like you're bending on sandpaper. The nut is definitely plastic. You can see the little burrs. Bone doesn't do that, so that's a plastic nut for sure. It's got the crappy flat string trees there. So yeah, very, very basic Tele. And this neck is like, oh, it feels like glue. It's super sticky. They got so much epoxy or resin or poly or whatever the heck they put on there. Yeah. So you know what? They're pretty guitars, but when you really look at them, there's not a whole lot to write home about. This thing has some weird, I don't know if you can see that in the flame. Oh yeah, look. See those two lines? It's got these weird drip lines. It's almost like they didn't clean the guitar properly before they clear coated it. The binding, I don't know if that's binding or if that's just paint. But whether it's binding or not, this black is paint. That's not like black binding. You can see the little, the little nicks. Like it's not uniform all the way around. Now I'm nitpicking, but I paid for this, right? So I'll tell you the truth. These have been hit and miss online. My buddy Two Bike Mike got one. It was like pretty much perfect out of the box. Man, he really, really was impressed with it. And then he worked his magic on it. It was even better. And then my buddy Ted from Ted Talks Guitars and Life, he got two and had to send them both back. The necks were totally chewed up on the sides. It's almost like somebody took a file and tried to file the frets down, but then did all in between the frets too, and they were all chewed up. It was really bad. So he sent both of his back. And these are, you know what? These are kind of like that too. It's worse on the treble side. You can see where they angle the frets down and they hit the actual board as well. But it's not, it's not terrible. And the reason it's so noticeable is because they have so much epoxy on this neck. It's a shame, really. This neck pocket, I'll tell you right now, is not going to be tight because there's a gap on this side and there's a gap on this side. Let's just check out of the box how the relief comes. You know what? It's not terrible, but it has a little bit too much relief. And the action, right out of the box to my door, is not terrible either. It's at 0.060 on my little ruler here. I usually have it at 0.050. All right, well, let's plug this thing in. Oh, we have sound. Not tuned. I'll be right back after I tune up. There's acoustic. Let's see what kind of sound we get. So this is bridge pickup. Just going through 110 cab with a Jensen P10R speaker, a little Quilter Super Block UK, which you've heard 1,000 times, and basic pedal boards. I have compressor, a little delay, and a couple drive pedals on it. That's it. No recording software of any kind except for the cell phone that I'm looking into right now. And that's it. So what you get is what you get. No processing, no anything. It's not terrible. You know what? 5 out of the 6 strings, the height is perfect. And then just the G string's a little high. But I guess, if there's something you don't want riding up, is your G string. action's high. The neck is a little chunky. Well, it's not so much the chunk that's bothering me, it's the stickiness of it. Middle position. It's getting dark, so that means that neck pickup is probably really dark. Definitely some jumbo frets in there. They're pretty beefy. And you know what? I don't see any space under any of them, so they look well seated, so that's good. Well, here's the neck pickup. Yeah, it's pretty dark. Keep that about where it is. And let's see if we can't get more snap out of this bridge pickup. It's almost darker. It is louder in the room. Let's try some bridge pickup and a little bit of Timmy drive. Sounds like this. Well, the tuning stability is pretty good on this. Middle position. Kind of muddy. Neck position. How about some higher gain on the bridge? Middle position. Neck. Right out of the box, it is absolutely playable and it sounds pretty good. I know a lot of you guys out there like that clear pickguard. I'm not a big fan. It's too much of this. It's too much of the orange, yellow flame stuff. But I'm just going to pause this right quick and I'm going to do a quick train setup. All right, straighten the neck out. Got the action down. Pretty good. Looks like it's high, but it's just that the frets are really jumbo on this. So from the bottom of the string to the top of the fret, it's actually pretty good. And I checked the intonation while I was at it. They were all sharp when fretted at the 12th fret. So each one of these saddles had to move back. Let's see if it just plays a little better. All right, well, there's a first look at the Leo Jaymz. Oh, there's nothing written on this. I don't know what it is. Leo Jaymz Telecaster, I guess. You guys, let me know what you think. Take care, God bless, and keep rocking your six string. Doesn't matter what the name is on the headstock. If you like it, it's a good guitar. I sort of like this one. Maybe a part two? Maybe not. Take care.